It took a year, 1 year of trying to walk, physiotherapy. Nothing happened. I couldn't walk well. Went back to the doctor. Doctor said, no, we'll have to do a hip replacement. So I went in for a hip replacement. That was my second surgery. After the hip replacement was done, I said, okay, now I'll be able to walk. Now I'll be able to do it. 3 months passed, and I was doing fine. I started walking up the steps. And before I wanted to walk up the steps, the physiotherapist came and said, wait, we should take an X-ray before you walk up the steps. So we took the X-ray, and I was all ready to say, okay, it's fine. But instead of it being fine, it was worse because the shaft in my leg had broken my thigh bone, and it had come out. So back I went for another surgery. This time, he said, you'll have to open up the whole bone, you'll have to take it out, you'll have to do this, you'll have to do that. I said, no, I don't want it. So then we decided to do a bone graft. The bone came from America, all Baba's grace from here and there and everywhere. And eventually, I went in for the bone graft. Now, I was really nervous. I was so nervous because it was the third surgery. So I said, Baba, please, please, please do something to help me. Of course, Carl kept writing and saying, Mom, we'll be there, we'll be helping you, we'll be there with you throughout the surgery. Don't worry, Baba's there. So I was all ready to go to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, the nurse who was supposed to come cancelled and said she had a cough and cold. When I went there, the room that I had booked was not available. I was pushed into some room at the back. And the nervousness grew and grew and grew until eventually I became so frightened. And I shouted, I forgot Carl was in the spirit world. I shouted at him and said, where are you? You said you were going to be with me through the whole surgery. Where are you? There was a knock on my door, and somebody entered, and he came up to me, with a sweet face and everything, and said, hello, Mrs. Umriga, I'm your anesthetist. I'm going to look after you through the whole surgery. I'm going to be with you. I'll be there with you. My name is Dr. Carl. So, eventually all the fear went out of me. I had my surgery. It was okay. And here I am, back after writing my book, and I'm here before you. In between, there's something which I have to tell you. When I came home from the hospital after the second surgery, and I was really depressed, I could just about walk, you know. I went to my computer, I opened my computer, and what do you think flashed on my computer screen? Baba on crutches, Baba in a wheelchair. I'm showing you this because it held a powerful message for me. It was a clear and poignant sign from Baba to me, indicating that pain is a part and parcel of one's life, that each one of us has to go through and face one's own karma boldly and move on with life. Having said that, it is also a fact that Baba is ever ready to help you to face these problems and is always there to carry all the heavy burdens for you. What also dawned on me was that pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. This helped me check my remorse and greatly helped reduce my suffering, knowing that Baba too had gone through such times. No doubt Baba's suffering is of an entirely different order altogether. As he has often said, people suffer for their own karma, masters suffer for humanity, and the avatar suffers for each and everyone in creation. This photo on my computer screen could not have been better timed. I just wanted to explain that to you. Now I will call our chief guest, Mr. Makaran. I want to show you how Baba's grace comes upon each and every one of us. And to demonstrate that to you, I'm going to ask Gary to sing a song for you about Baba's grace. I will now invite our chief invitee, Mr. Makaran Adkar, to tell us just how Baba's amazing grace has reached out to him and to his wife Yogini